You really come through here. I'm impressed.
You also sound surprised.
I'll admit I carry some doubts about your level of commitment.
My connor's a temporary problem. The hollow, though, ain't going nowhere.
I just hope you and I stay aligned on what matters. I've seen what power does, how it can change a man's focus.
See, that right there is the biggest problem we have. Every time you and I start discussing business, you start up about how the world works, about the trials and tribulation of colored folk. And you do it as if I have no idea, as if I just woke up this morning and found myself a man of color.
That's not what I'm doing.
When I was 7 years old, me and the boys from the orphanage weren't allowed in the shoe store. So we had to stand around out back and hand over an outline of our feet so the guy inside knew what size we were. When I was 10, there was this little white girl running around the neighborhood. We both crushed pretty hard on each other. But then her big brothers caught us holding hands in the park. They beat the fuck out of me, called her a nigger lover. They nearly killed me. There's a lot of things in this world I don't know, things I never experienced, and I got no problem admitting to that. But you need to stop talking to me as if being colored is one of them.
And yet you volunteered to serve a government that hates you, that sent you halfway around the world to kill our Vietnamese brothers and sisters.
I had my reasons.
Everyone has their reasons, Lincoln.
I'm here now, Cassandra. That's all that matters.
How all this shakes out in the end, that's what matters. We arming our people in fucking Dixie all at the same time. Who said we couldn't have some fun? When you take possession of their weapons, bring them back to me.
Please help me!
I want to put both barrels right in that cocksucker's mouth. Put your big-ass lips right on that.
What?
There's that fucker. Got him over here. Ducking down.
He's killing us!
Duck, motherfucker!
Damnation! He ain't duck. Time to blast that fucker
Here I come. Cover his ass!
Yeah! Got him! Here I fucking come! Holy shit!
Some bitch right there!
Scared yet? Hold the...
Yeah, eat this! Can you get her? Found him! I see him! How's that?
There's one final stash of guns we need to hit. We get these, and we should be set for good. Due to your party crashing, intel on the inner workings of the Dixie gun-running operation is finally bubbling up to us. My little Confederate canary sang me a tune all about a stash house where their weapons are held before being sold. We can make it ours if you're willing to get your hands dirty.
How about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
On it, lad. Just getting her warmed up.
Four wheels and an engine. You're set.
That's a big help.
You ought not be here.
Huh?
Mr. Marcano's getting tired of your fuck-ups here. You dumb shits are skating on some real thin fucking ice.
We're busting our asses. How about you show some fucking...
Enough! Cut him some slack. He's a bit wound up on account of that nigger killing his friends. Mr. Marcano ain't got any reason to be concerned. We'll get this all straightened out.
Come on out, boy. This ain't the place for you, son.
Oh, baby Jesus. Well, you're so fucking done.
Round and cover!
Woo! Let's get this Have mercy.
Take it!
Lord have mercy.
Hit him from the other side! Oh, fuck!
fuck it.
So, since we're all friendly now, been thinking about the story you told me. How Doucette kidnapped and murdered your sister?
Is that right?
Lived around here most of my life, and one thing I know is if something like that was happening, everyone in the Hollow be talking about it, warning each other.
Are you calling me a liar?
Nah. You might not be telling me the truth, but that don't mean you lying. Just saying, we should be on the level with each other from now on.
It wasn't my sister that was killed. It was my daughter, Caroline. Dixie Mafia was running a still in the creek nearby grandmother's place. She was a religious woman, didn't believe in drinking, so she tore it apart.
And they came looking for blood.
There were 5 or 6 of them. Surrounded the house and... I tried to get Caroline behind the dresser, but I didn't have time. They shot my grandmother out on the porch. I took one to the stomach and was left to die. If I had a gun, my daughter would still be alive. I guarantee you that.
Shit. Listen, Cassandra,
Ain't anybody else protecting us, so we gotta protect ourselves. It's as simple as that. You've surpassed my wildest expectations. Whatever else happens, these weapons will always be used to protect the folk of the Holler. Not gonna deny it. I wanted South Downs, but I respect your decision.